Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back today, man. We got another body cam. Today's body cam, moments after brutally killing his roommate. Just yanking. She can't even.
Sorry, y'all.
Oh, man. See, why you didn't get it right on the first time?
I don't know.
Hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
Like it with a thumbs up.
hey, man. More bull crap, man. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get it started, y'all. Let's go.
Mike, you better come down these fucking stairs and show me your hands. You better show me your fucking hands. I'm deaf. I got a gun right there. Don't move.
This is 49-year-old Michael Ralston, and he just had a heated argument that ended in the brutal murder of his roommate, Eric Wins.
Dude, what the
Initially, it seemed Michael had acted in self-defense, but as detectives dug deeper, they uncovered damning evidence that shattered Michael's story and exposed something far more sinister than the innocent, deaf victim he claimed to be.
Self-defense or self-defense. They were trying to stab me, and he has a stab wound, and I just started shooting.
Honestly, it's possible that the guy that deceased stabbed that guy.
Next thing I know, I just heard pow, 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 pow. And that guy hollered, stop banging at my door. Banging at my door.
Knock loud, do not talk to me or holler my name before I open the door because I can't hit.
I can't hear.
No, I just heard pow, 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 pow. And that guy hollered, stop banging at my door.
Through, I can't something read through.
Oh, I
doors.
can't read lips through the door.
Is it lip? I can't
Supposed to
read.
be lips.
Wait till I open the door before.
I can't lip read through.
Oh, I can't lip read
Through
through the doors. Through doors. Wait till I open
the door before you open your mouth. Yeah. Why is this so hard?
Because he.
The town of Longview's night of terror would begin when police received a call from a distressed man reporting that shots had been fired during a violent clash between his roommates. The man was pleading for police to show up immediately. Officers would be quickly dispatched, clueless of what they were about to walk into.
Open the door. Open the door. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Walk out. Lay down.
Lay down right here.
Come out. Lay down. Lay down.
Lay down.
Lay down. Hey, Longview Police. Longview Police.
Hey, I got it.
Longview Police.
Hey, you're good. What happened? What is this
Don't
door?
open that door. Your brother's been shot. Stop. What else is here?
Upon entering the house, officers found an unidentified man bleeding heavily on the bathroom floor. The victim told police that his attacker not only stabbed him, but shot his brother as well. These terrifying accounts prompted officers to cautiously divide into teams, preparing to advance and search for the potentially shot victim.
Hey, let's go around back. We're gonna go around back. This way. There's a door. Okay,
Who's that?
Huh?
Who's the one that first? Y'all came out.
There's an upstairs, bro.
I haven't seen anything.
Let's make entry.
Hey, bro, show your head. Bro, show your head.
When officers entered through the
Your
back
head?
door, they found a man dead at the bottom of the stairs, just a room away from the other injured victim. This put police on extreme edge as they prepared to move upstairs.
Who's up there? Longview Police. Hey, who stabbed you? Where's he at? Hey, Mike, you better come down these f***ing stairs and show me your hands. Hold on. Push up.
Yeah, let's go.
You got a room to the left. Push, Solomon, push left.
All right.
You better show me your f***ing hands.
My arm.
Show me your f***ing hands. Hold that.
I'm bleeding.
Don't you move.
Hello. I'm deaf. I got a
Gun right there. Don't move.
This is 51-year-old Michael Ralston, another resident of the building, and the supposed attacker.
Don't move.
Don't move, buddy.
Don't move.
You got him.
Yeah.
Hold on. Stand up. Come over here. Oh, no.
Hold this. Hold this. Yeah, I got the gun right here.
You have any other guns? You have any other weapons on you?
No, sir. The guy downstairs attacked me.
Okay.
I bang on the door. I opened the door, and he made some threat.
I'm going to check on the
Check. Did you check?
Is your cousin deaf like that?
Yeah.
Or more?
She's deaf, but you're saying does she talk?
I'm saying
like
she's
that, or
verbal
can
like
she
that.
talk?
I'm saying she's verbal like this.
Yeah, like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Just a like a tad bit more. You have to focus to understand. It's just a little bit.
It ain't as clear.
It's not as clear, but you can still understand what she's saying. She's like that.
Check everything. You got locked door. Okay.
Two guys tried to beat me up, and I got my gun and shot him and stuff.
Okay, just relax, partner. Relax.
I'm beating, sir.
Where's he bleeding at?
Michael appeared disoriented and in shock, claiming his two roommates had attacked him. He had a clear injury on his arm and looked genuinely panicked, so the officers thought his story might be true. Back downstairs, officers spoke with the wounded victim, Jonathan, who was still alive, but struggling. As he was prepared for transport to the hospital, Jonathan reaffirmed that it was Michael who had attacked him with a knife and claimed that Michael also shot his brother, Eric Wins. This was confusing for the officers, as Michael claimed he acted in self-defense and that Jonathan had attacked first. Both men were pointing fingers at each other. But one thing was clear: someone was lying, and it was up to the detectives to figure out who.
It's kind of hard to gather information because one witness came out covered in blood, wearing underwear. He got detained. Turns out to be a witness. He's mentally challenged. When I got here, EMS was dragging one guy out who'd been stabbed repeatedly.
I wonder, is it one of those like homes where you got multiple people with different disorders? But can they? You know what I mean?
It doesn't seem that so, but
You never know.
but you never know.
Out there.
That's the guy at the hospital.
Yeah. Which they. So. Oh, really? The other guy's just flat deceased. He's back there.
Oh, we already do have one like that?
Yeah, he's.
I wasn't sure. I thought maybe we had these two.
No, he's deceased. He got shot in the head, so he's gone completely.
We know who the actor is?
Yeah, the guy at the hospital that Potter's with. The deaf guy.
What's that?
The deaf guy that Potter's with in the hospital. He got a severe laceration on his arm.
To make sense of the situation, officers needed to establish the circumstances surrounding the shooting and what led up to it. But with Jonathan in critical condition, he was in no state to be interviewed yet. So for now, detectives decided to sit with Michael for a formal interview, hoping his statement could establish a clear timeline of events and shed light on what had really happened. Here's what he told detectives. According to Michael, he was about to go to bed when Eric suddenly started yelling and banging on his door, aggressively trying to pick a fight. Michael stated he had no idea why Eric wanted to fight. Then suddenly, Eric kicked in Michael's door, swinging it wide open. Quickly, Jonathan, Eric's brother, rushed in to attack Michael. They struggled, but Michael was able to pick up his gun and go to reload it. However, Jonathan managed to kick Michael's gun away before any bullets were fired. That, he said, was why he pulled out a knife from his pocket and began stabbing. Throughout his account, he would repeatedly insist, "I was scared for my life. What I did was self-defense." Michael's claims and the lack of evidence to disprove them made the case more challenging for investigators. Additionally, both Eric and Jonathan had criminal histories, with a known history of resolving their conflicts through violence. This gave some weight to the possibility that Michael had actually acted in self-defense. So detectives began meticulously interviewing each resident of the building, hoping to get insights into who may have heard the scuffle or know anything about it. And what they would learn would flip the case upside down.
How are you doing?
Hey,
Considering anyway.
I'm okay, I guess.
Were you injured or anything?
No, man.
Okay.
Just inconvenience.
Sounds like you were very inconvenienced. Okay, you are Cesar?
I'm Caesar.
Caesar, okay.
Yes, sir.
This is Cesar Cassiano, the 911 caller who was in contact with dispatchers during the attack. He lives on the second floor, directly across the hall from Michael's room, and would prove to have useful information about the two men.
Kind of tell me what went on tonight that you know about.
I was on the phone talking to a friend of mine in Oklahoma. I heard banging. I thought somebody was knocking on my door. Anyway, when I opened the door, Eric, the gentleman from downstairs, was knocking on his door. And he looked at me and he said, "I'm sorry if I interrupted your evening." I said, I thought you were knocking on my door. No, he says, "I need to talk to Michael."
Okay.
So I closed my door, got back on
Because you do got to knock on the door loud so Michael can hear.
the phone. And while I was on the phone, the next thing I heard what sounded like a scuffle. And then I heard several shots. And then I hung up. We disconnected there and I called 911. I said, "I just heard several shots. I heard somebody yelling and screaming. That sounded like a scuffle." That's all I know.
Caesar was the last known individual to have had contact with Michael or Eric in the moments leading up to the shooting, but he doesn't indicate that Eric displayed any heightened aggression or behavior that would justify the use of deadly force. Not only that, but the details Caesar is about to reveal will cast even more skepticism on Michael's self-defense claim.
This morning when I left, I saw that Michael he looked really stressed out. But I told Matthew, I said, "Listen, I've met Eric a few times and I talked to him. And he's not beyond trying to bully somebody.
Okay.
Or posture with you. But he could posture with you if he felt like he wanted to press an issue. And I think by his mannerisms, when he was knocking on Michael's door, that there was an issue bigger than what might have been casually looked at, something. And in listening to the girls in the van that live in the building outside of, they said they've been going back and forth for some time. So there was some mounting tension over what, I have no idea. Okay.
By sharing these details, Caesar gave detectives crucial insight into the tense relationship between Eric and Michael. Later interviews with neighbors and other witnesses revealed strikingly similar accounts. Initially, Michael's story seemed to add up. If it had really been 2 against 1, with Michael being noticeably smaller than both Eric and Jonathan, it was plausible that he felt the need to use lethal force to defend himself. But there were a couple things that didn't quite make sense. Firstly, there was no damage to Michael's apartment door, despite his claims that Eric kicked it in. Secondly, neither Eric nor Jonathan had weapons on them. The only weapons involved in the scene had belonged to Michael. Lastly, Jonathan's injuries weren't at all consistent with Michael's story. Jonathan had been stabbed
Oh, my bad.
over 20 times.
That's a lot. But where does Jonathan come to play it? Pertaining to the whole situation, if Eric was the only one that was seen knocking on the door, I wonder, did he hear the gun sounds and then ran up, tried to, because he knew his brother was up there, and he went to check, saw his brother or whatever, and then ensued in an altercation with. He could have brought a knife up there.
Who?
Jonathan could have brought a knife. After the fact, after he heard the gunshots, took a knife up there with him. But no.
But they said the only weapons that was found belonged to Michael.
But I'm saying, where's the knife? Is what I'm saying. I'm saying it could have been a kitchen knife. Just stay with me. Just stay with me real quick.
I'm saying the knife that they showed, the evidence was a gun and a pocket knife, and Michael said he pulled that knife out of his pocket because
True, he did say.
Supposedly,
so how?
Jonathan knocked the gun away in a scuffle.
You're right. So, in that case, Jonathan has 20 stab wounds. Eric has several gunshots. One to the head, right?
Was it several? Or was it just one to the
I'll
head?
say this. Don't know. They just said they heard several gunshots.
But also, how did it leave from Michael's room, but Eric was found deceased at the bottom of the stairs?
Jonathan also was downstairs.
And
so
Jonathan
so
I'm kind of confused on that. How did that? Because obviously they left out of your room. You went after them at some point. For them to not be in your room anymore, because you making it seem like the other.
Well, I'm saying they could have. I don't know. Never mind.
Okay, we'll get more. I mean, we got.
Never mind. No, I'm just saying because. But my biggest thing is I wasn't even pertaining to how they get down the stairs now. How the fuck Michael gets stab wounds? You had to stab your own damn self, and you had to slice your arms because your stab wounds look more self-inflicted than somebody stabbing you. These look like somebody stabbing you wounds, where one laceration to the head, back of the neck. This is actively somebody who is stabbing you. Michael's look like they were right here. Those look like they could have been self-inflicted, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And that's what I was trying to, I'm like, how did, for you to even think you were going to get away with a self-defense? And then, it doesn't make sense. You get what I mean?
Facts.
He had sustained one injury to his side, and the rest of the stab wounds were on his back, neck, and head. Based on the placement of the injuries, it appeared Jonathan had been savagely attacked while facing away from his attacker. Mm-hmm. All of this made it seem like there was...
What if he got stabbed from the back? Jonathan came up, tried to bring Eric downstairs because he'd been shot. Right, he went up to check, and he sees his brother. Now he's trying, and now Michael is stabbing him from the back.
Could be.
Cause also it sounds like from the neighbor across the hallway, it sounds as though it happened fast. Everything happened fast.
Seemed like it.
That's crazy.
Savagely attacked while facing away from his attacker. All of this made it seem like there was more to the story than simply self-defense. Jonathan would remain in critical condition for hours, having lost a significant amount of blood and requiring multiple transfusions. Miraculously, he eventually stabilized enough to reveal to detectives the biggest bombshell yet. He reported that, throughout the day of the attack, he had started receiving Facebook messages from Michael. Jonathan was confused by the messages, as he had only just moved into the property and had never spoken or interacted with Michael directly. He stated the messages were threatening in nature and that the messages interacted with Michael directly. He stated the messages were threatening in nature.
FUC.
Okay, you can keep going with that one.
Huh.
You can keep going with that one.
It's going fast. This is the reason why I pause.
Okay.
Why you say, I ain't got to blur nothing out. Leave. God does not welcome you here. You are sick. I know you are reading this.
And that
I know who you are. You cannot hide. Leave me. No choice. What kind of psychopathic ass shit is this?
Messages he was
you will see soon.
Receiving got more unhinged as the day went on.
You guys are filthy cockroach. You need to be exterminated. Man, bro, people like this would be and I wonder, because it looks like y'all got a lot of freaking roommates, right? Who decides who lives here? Did Eric just move his brother in, or his brother became a tenant as well? Because it looks as though the rooms are being rented out. Mm-hmm. Like whoever y'all rent from is rented by room.
Yeah.
So you can. My thing is you can't control nobody at all.
Facts.
He must have been here the longest to feel as though he has all the say so. Maybe we'll find out.
In his last message, he said that Michael referred to him and Eric as cockroaches that needed to be exterminated. These messages demonstrated how Michael viewed Eric and Jonathan's lives as expendable. Remember that Caesar had mentioned Michael's strange behavior that morning? He was agitated and frustrated. Michael also claimed he was about to go to bed when Eric kicked in his door. However, going to bed with a loaded gun, an extra clip, and a pocket knife at the ready is more indicative of someone preparing to exterminate a problem rather than simply going to sleep. Michael's story was already seeming to crumble, and when police found their most disturbing lead yet, a clear picture would be painted of the gruesome night. Next to Eric's body, police had discovered his iPhone, and as it turns out, Eric had recorded the entire attack. This changed everything. It was now clear this wasn't self-defense. This had been done in pure rage.
Sorry, dude. You keep sending me messages. I'm trying to answer you. I know you're deaf, so I'm trying to knock but you can hear me. Quit sending me text messages about stupid shit.
Oh, there goes the answer.
I already knew. That's the only way it made it.
So he never even walked into the room.
He never went into the room. Only makes sense. You say he kicked in your door. Doesn't
Yeah.
I know
that wasn't.
He was found at the bottom of the stairs. That was the only way that you was able to shoot him with his back turned, or he was going downstairs, or you went downstairs. That's the only logical sense. And then as far as Jonathan coming in the picture, I'm coming to my brother's aid too.
But I wonder why he didn't shoot Jonathan the same way he shot Eric, though.
Maybe the scuffle. Well, we'll find out.
That's the reason why I'm like.
I about to say maybe the scuffle thing possibly could have happened, and he probably did kick the gun, and the only other weapon you had was the knife, and you, I don't know, but we'll find out.
Hold on, he said don't
knock on my door. Don't send me messages. Threaten me and my brother.
And this 100%. That's first degree. You came
and
out.
I'm not a threat to you. I'm just not coming on your door to tell you to stop sending me messages, and I walked away.
Also, I'm not a threat to you. There's a barrier in between us.
And I don't have any weapons.
And you haven't opened your door. And I end up walking away. My back is turned to you. You came and approached the situation.
Before you even approached, you grabbed your gun, came out your room, and
I'm not a threat to you at all.
No one was ever a threat to you.
Stop banging on my door.
The video completely contradicts Michael's rendition of events and certainly disproves any claim of self-defense he had. There were no threats, no kicking down of doors. Jonathan wasn't even involved until he heard the gunshots. Based on the video, Eric wasn't even at Michael's door when he opened it. He was near the bottom of the staircase. Eric was not a threat.
That's so sad.
Michael, on the other hand, opened his door, armed with a gun and a pocket knife, clearly intending to harm Eric. During the fight, Jonathan tried to intervene and save the life of his brother, only to get himself stabbed over 20 times, all while trying to crawl away to safety. Seconds before the officers arrived on the scene, Michael can be seen collecting his gun from the laundry room. This evidence, combined with witness statements and Mike's own interview...
So there was a scuffle that ensued downstairs after the fact, and he trying to render aid to his brother. You come stabbing him. What kind of sense does that make?
None at all. None of it makes sense.
You just cold-blooded.
Why you even mad? Like, how many people stay in this house?
Too many.
And you mad because, like,
one more person moved in. Too many people. But I ain't gonna hold you. There's always problem with too many people in one household.
But you don't control
too many grown
nothing,
ass people. I'm just saying. It's just too many grown ass people.
You do you, and I'm gonna do me. Yeah. And that's that. We ain't gotta talk to each other, and that's that.
Would be enough to prove his guilt. Michael discharged his weapon 7 times, and 6 out of 7 of those shots hit Eric. Due to the placement of those wounds, there had been no chance of Eric surviving his injuries. Jonathan was...
Facts, bro. Look at the gunshot wounds. One to the head, one to the shoulder. That survivable. That looks deadly. that
could be
survival depending on if it hit the artery. You know, but placement wise, possibly that deadly shot right there in the like there he got 3 deadly wounds.
There had been no chance.
And then one
of
in the stomach, right?
Surviving.
Because he got hit 6 times. Yeah, one in the abdomen. It's
2,
down here.
4, yeah, 6. Yeah.
Having his injuries, Jonathan was stabbed over 20 times, all the while begging Michael to stop. EMS stated that Jonathan nearly died multiple times, and if first responders had even been a minute later, he would have bled out.
Dang.
Michael Ralston would ultimately be charged with the murder of Eric Wins and the aggravated assault of Jonathan Dillard. When presented with the phone recording Eric captured, Michael pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
Oh, so that's when he want to plead fucking guilty.
Right.
Is when they got strong ass evidence.
Oh shoot! I can't say self-defense. Oh, he recorded. Oh dang! I'm just gonna put.
And then 9 times out of 10, his lawyer's like, "It ain't looking good, Michael.
Right? Ain't no we can do.
It ain't looking good. No, it ain't looking good. Oh, so what did they come up with? 30 years. Oh, I take that. I don't know what state it's in, but
Yeah, it said. If he did say the state, I know they said Longview Police. I don't know if it's Longview, Washington, Longview, Texas.
Oh, you looked it up?
No, they said Longview. I wrote it down.
I'm saying, I see you say you don't know if it's Longview, Washington, Longview,
or Texas.
I said what you do, look up Longview is what I'm saying. To see that there's a Longview, Washington.
Well, I know it's
or
Longview,
Texas.
Washington, because I used to deal with them all the time. And then Longview, Texas, a couple of them used to call in too.
And then it's in Longview, North Carolina.
I didn't know it was in North Carolina, but I knew about Texas and Washington. You said
North Carolina or Tennessee? No, that's North Carolina.
I think it's a Longview, Tennessee.
No.
Is it not?
No, that's
it in.
That's North Carolina. It's on the other side of Asheville.
I thought it was.
I couldn't tell because I was like the line. It's like right in that Appalachian Mountain cut.
No, but we used to do a lot of
for real?
Texas and Longview, Washington patients. Yeah, but so I don't know exactly. Look up his name. I just said Mike. Look up Eric's name. I wrote Eric and Jonathan first and last name. Here's Jonathan last name, but it's spelled Jon. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, Longview, Texas. It's Longview, Texas.
Let me see. Okay, Longview, Texas. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Texas, I think they 85. I think it's 80 to 85%. Then he come.
And Michael was 49, I guess, at the time.
Yeah. At the time, he would have been
49.
Yeah. And Eric at the time was 44.
Rest in peace to Eric.
And
I'm glad Jonathan pulled through, and hopefully he's doing
full
well.
recovery.
Yeah. Mentally, especially losing a brother.
Yeah, that's a big one. He did lose his brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's
mentally
sad,
and
man.
physically, yeah.
Hey, man, y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the day DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar.